everyone, and welcome to SpeedGaming Main. Today we have another Ocarina of Time Randomizer SpeedGaming Live 2021 tournament match here, Brackets Round 2, between RyuuKane and MrMario. I'm Star, and with the uncomms is Lingerer. How are you doing?
I'm good, Star. How are you?
Doing good. Looking forward to a good match here.
Oh, absolutely. Both of these runners are great. I haven't watched too much of Ryu, but I've seen quite a bit of MrMario, and I know that he's incredible.
Yeah. Two of the top runners in OTR, consistent top finishers in various tourneys. Spawn the Lens game is funny, 30 dead, Gray Our Way to Hero, Fountain, Foolish, and GTG Center dead. Really quick hit reading there. Spirit, Shadow, Forest. Those medallions suck. DC, Water. And Minuet is on print.
Was that a foolish Jabu that we got?
No, Foolish Fountain.
Fountain, okay. That was very close.
So, Deku, Fire, and Jabu are our stones.
Song of Storms off of Minuet, check.
Alright.
Very beautiful
and the
song.
hint here, Darunia has hover boots.
At least it's not a bow.
At least it's not a bow.
Let's forget our next two hints.
Well, it's a key.
Is dead.
Alright. Lots of info really quickly. Clickety clack on the keyboard to type it all in. And they have two more hints coming. What's at the Colossus?
Well, a big statue for one.
Thanks. Song of Time, thank you.
Here comes our first CMSC. It's a minor. CSMC.
EC is Way of the Hero. Alright, they're going there anyway. It's the Shadow Medallion. Thanks.
This is a required Song of Time.
Also, Ryu forgot to turn his time around. Oopsies.
There's magic.
Alright, magic and Mitos, and nothing else of particular
Mito?
interest.
That was Mito.
At least in Japanese it's Mito.
That makes sense. Syllables.
Yeah.
Early magic's always a big help.
Mm-hmm.
Ryu is free. His name, I am free. I can't either. I don't think I'll ever say Mito, but I do acknowledge that that's the proper way to say it.
I tend to use Mito for OTR because that's the typical here, but for Z2R, which I also commentate, it's more typically pronounced Mito.
That makes sense.
I tend to use one or the other, or both, depending on my mood.
As long as we know who you mean, right? Jerkface? Yeah, that's a pretty good name.
Hey, bot's working properly, so let's do a couple quick shoutouts as they head to Port Cat. Shoutouts to our runners Ryu and Mario, to my co-com Lingerer, to our tracker Mighty Mouse, and to Puppy Colin Gurita for doing the Francophone restream today.
Thank you everybody for being here too. It's a nice day for some OOTR.
Yep.
Nice day in general. Hope everyone's having a nice day. Eh?
Shadow is foolish. Well, I guess they're not touching they're not touching Fire Medallion Shadow today. Probably. So maybe they don't need those hover boots off the Runia after all. It's gonna be a long day for OTR. You're not wrong, Riley. This is one of 6 matches today for the SGL tourney. The EU Weekly started an hour ago. We have, I think, scrub matches. You also have Sponge and Exodus at 2 p.m. Eastern. Equal and Alexis at 4 p.m. Eastern. Riley versus Martin at 4:30 Eastern. And then at 8 p.m. Eastern, we've got What the Hells versus Worm, which will be recorded for later broadcast as we get Bolero in the Windmill.
That is a jam-packed schedule for sure.
It is. Ecola and Alexis will also, well, if we are able to find a Frenchman who's willing to start commentary at 10 p.m. their time, Ecola and Alexis will get a French restream.
Ooh.
Yep. And yes, that's a SG Speed. If you see a match marked for SpeedGaming 8, that means it's a podcast.
I was gonna say, I'm like, what happened to everything like from 5 to 7?
Just not enough space, unfortunately.
Ah, okay.
5 through 7 is regular restream. Sorry, SG7 started doing actual restreams now. 8 is just for local. It's just for recordings.
That makes sense.
Because with how much is going on for SGL this year, they just don't have enough channels for everything. As we get ice arrows. Thanks, game.
So we all know, very useful item.
We were just talking about that before the race started, even.
Yep. I wish the ice arrows were ice rod. I didn't see what was in the crate.
I didn't either. Hey, chat, help.
It's a bomb bag? Okay. That's big. So I've had a fire hit me and then crushed by the door during this race before. One time, but it's definitely possible. And that almost
It does
happened.
happen. And I trust Riley's eyes for the crate. I can't tell myself. So, bomb bag is fun, considering the logical methods of reaching that include beams most of the time, which,
Bomb or scale?
Yep. Epona song in the composer grave might be the way of the hero.
Big help
It certainly isn't that small chest. Or that blue.
No help at all from Dompe.
Nope. Well, not at least at all. At least his copy digging might be a bit more useful. Bomb bag might be way of the hero, but it would require being available. What? That you have to get beam axis or long shot, which if we can manage to find 2 hook shots that are not bomb block, that would be hilarious.
That would be very unusual, but very entertaining too. And now Mario sees the bomb bag, confirmed it's a bomb bag. That's very good eyes, Riley.
Right now, though, they're just trading places. We're not seeing anything new.
Oh, got a mid-roll, one of the worst. Okay, both runners have the horse. I don't know about syncing time.
It's just that Ryu just started his timer late, so.
Yeah.
Knocker in the crater, right?
If you say you don't start your timer late ever, you are lying.
Yep, that's a bomb choose in the crater, by the way.
It is a bomb shoe up there. Hover boots could skip that bomb logic. They can hide it.
Probably. Sorry, I was briefly tuning into the French restream to say hi, and yeah, I'll ask.
hide. Alright, we're growing down over on Ryu's side.
I suspect Mario will be just behind. Ignore the bot. That is not on SpeedGaming Console. It is on WCon's channel, so you can go say hi to Beppy over there. SG bot always thinks we're on SGFR, even if it's on a different channel. Ignore it.
You can't blame it for self-promoting.
Yeah.
Alright, so Ryu most likely going to Kid Link now too. Nothing really useful to progress on Adult Link right now, so...
They haven't found any... They haven't picked up any items besides magic so far, yeah. They have magic, they know where hover boots are, and they know where a bomb rack is, but that's not immediately helpful for anything.
Absolutely. So at this point, they're probably looking for choose of the first logical bag. Well, amongst other things, of course, but... With the bomb bag where it is, I'd be hoping to see one earlier.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a good chance that there's another bomb bag available. Would be there.
Ice Arrow should be one of the win goals. Make it useful.
Alright, Hyrule Castle here. Can only get a hint. Probably also passing a bit of time of day. Frogs 2 is dead.
Different decisions, too. Mario's going to nighttime here.
First
logical bump. Hi!
Oh, that's a bomb bag.
See, I got the opposite of the commentator curse.
Sun Song on Saria is nice for time of day for Ryu. Mario is getting money for bowling. Good thought.
Richard's a good boy. We have a slight problem here. I didn't see Ryu going to do Richard, did he?
Nope, because he didn't have the time of day.
We have a slight problem here.
You do not have token sanity on, no. Sunflash Rune, and feel free to ask questions as well, chat, as we get a heart piece here.
Especially if you don't know anything about the game and you want to learn. It's a good spot to ask questions.
And that's a bottle on bowling. I'll take that.
Not only do Star and I kind of know what we're doing, but we also have amazing runners in the chat watching right now, and I'm sure they'd also be happy to answer your questions.
Yep. I think it's a regular bottle, but I could be wrong, Aster.
I do think it'll show Riddle's letter in Bombshoe Bowling, because we had
It
one.
will. It's just really hard to see from a distance, but that is a green potion. And Rudder being that green game.
The worst place for a bottle without letter is on top of the volcano.
Yeah, there's really no way to see what it actually is. I remember races that was in fact a letter on the volcano. It was not a letter on the volcano, but they couldn't tell.
Oh.
There was the other Colossus song hint, graveyard, and let's see what Dominating Digging has for us today. And yeah, it has to be a warp song on Burning Cack since yeah, Serenade. Due to the way that Shadows is required for that. Nice hammer on the Lost Woods Bridge, that's required.
Hammer for sale. Dompe Digging is dead, so all 3 Dompe checks are dead. Sun Song off of Saria.
Yep. I realized I goofed my sheet. Yeah. Ryu just started it late. Yeah. Yeah, Shadow Temple totally not required today for once. since
Foolish with no medallion.
oh, it's foolish and burning Caxted, yeah.
There's too many reasons for Shadow to be required.
They'll still have to find a way.
It's true. I'm wondering if we're going to see an ice rush here from Mr. Mario.
I don't know about that, as we get fire arrows in this Sunsong Grave. That might be Way of the Hero.
Yeah, with no Dins, definitely possibly. With no Shadow is what I mean.
No, it doesn't. I don't think that really affects it. It's more of where. Well, depends on where Dins is. Yeah, Light Medallion Spirit. I mean, we'll see what the Composer Grave chest here is. That could be it.
No, he doesn't. We haven't found Dins yet.
Nelson, those are the songs.
Oh, he does not have shoes. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, they don't have shoes. Bigger one instead.
We got shoes on the volcano, though, Gavaroni.
Oh, big chest. Number 3 in the graveyard. And it's a strength upgrade.
Oh.
Like, fire arrows might be Way of the Hero for that. Could also be for the opponent's song or the fire arrow.
Pretty
Could also
sure
be opponent's, yeah.
the
Shadow
answer
is still
probably,
foolish thing.
Yeah, the answer's probably no, right? But that flame storage trick isn't in logic, right?
It's a glitch. It's not in logic at all. It's the most random allowed glitch. The only 2 glitches really allowed are ground jumps and flame storage. Ground jumps because they bypass a lot of really annoying glitchless jumps.
Yeah.
Flame storage people just voted on for it and decided to keep. So that's why flame storage is allowed. Just kind of arbitrary, but oh well.
That makes sense.
It's not especially hard, mind. I really suck at OTR, and I can get flame storage fairly reliably, or at least get the storage of the flame. Though actually using it is a little harder.
I gotta learn it.
Yeah.
You got us an infinite stick here for Mario. Take out these 2 wolves.
Well, I guess Broken Stick is
Mage.
Stick is also a glitch, but no one really cares on that one.
That's very true. That's a bow in the Wolfos Grotto.
Fire arrows. So that strength is in logic, since bow, magic, and fire arrows are all in.
That's awesome.
That's funny.
That's a good chain right there.
Yes, it is. Yeah, jump slash is one shot of wolves, Elson.
So the Deku stick does the same damage as a Master Sword.
Yep. Yeah, wolf will take extra damage when you hit them in the back, so pretty much everyone will wait for them to swipe and then turn around. You learn a lot. There's a lot of neat strats we'll see here from these 2 top runners as we see the other big Goron in the Lost Woods Bomb Grotto.
Yeah, 2 miners and the whatever this room is called. Compass room?
Yeah. Did we catch where Child Spawn was? Because I missed it.
It's a good jump slash. No, I don't think they've save warped yet.
That's what I thought. Just wanted to check.
Oh, there's a major in the basement.
Big chest is what I usually like to call them. Big and small.
Fair enough. That's true. You would only know major item if you ran the game. That makes sense. He's got a skill.
And that's a skill. Well, the other bomb deck's also in logic now. Thanks, Gabe.
And that'll likely be the one that Ryu goes for.
I think so. Ryu bought the Keaton mask. Also.
Speaking of bomb jump or ground jump, skipping annoying jumps, here's the main one.
One of the bigger ones. Yep, B1 skip. Neat little thing to just bypass the back rooms of Deku Tree because no one wants to do those ever.
Exactly, and plus without a slingshot, good luck.
Yeah. It is a bit of an annoying trick, as you can see here. There's Hammer for Mario. But it's also just one of the earliest tricks you want to generally learn when you want to race because it's just so useful.
Definitely. But I sat here and practiced this trick for about 15 minutes and got no progress. Very understandable why we allow the ground jump.
Yeah. I can do it, but not reliably. B1 skip is still done pretty much every C damage arc, and that's not new.
Yeah, by people who win, usually, or in the top.
Yeah. For me, my biggest challenge is my aim really sucks. Because it's lining up, because you need to get your camera at just the right angle so you can get the position for it. Like, the backflips and side hops are really easy to pick up. Those aren't hard. It's the camera angle that's fun.
I have a question
I guess that's
here.
where the Fury Sword placement makes it less likely to be one skip true.
I have a question about getting these hints back here. So I go the opposite way around the tree, but I've seen plenty of runners go the way Mario just went. Which way is faster?
The way Mario just went, if you get it first try.
Okay.
Or first try or two or something. Very quickly. Nothing on Goma, so it's just a scale in there. Yeah, B1 skip, it's finicky for sure, but it's one of those things that people just learn really early. Vanilla Emerald, thanks. Yeah, B1 skip, ground jump skip recoil jumps as well, which, well, blah. But it's a really nice quality of life too for ground jumps. You see them also a lot in Ice Cavern. People typically, it's rare to actually see the block pushing Fire Temple because you just ground jump it instead. There's a few different places where ground jumps are really nice for skipping stuff.
I used to do them in a Dodongo Cavern before I learned the hover bootless jump, or hoverless jump.
Yeah, those are also nice.
Hover bootless was a mouthful.
Yeah. Hoverless is what I would usually go with.
Oh yeah, I've had the entrance rando have me come in here as an adult, push the block, and come back in here as a kid before. So that basement one skip would have been super helpful. Ryu going into Lon Lon Ranch. We're going to see this for the first time.
Yep.
He likes chickens. This is probably the only chickens we're going to see.
Probably. Although I don't think Ryu's forgetting his first brackets match anytime soon. Miserable. He and his opponent both miserable, hard last location in logic chickens on magic on chickens, with the other magic on the composer grave of all things. There's Neru's love on Talon's chickens.
It's a tragedy.
Yeah, Ryu was not happy with me over the magic placements. His opponent wasn't either.
Star did roll the seed too, in case you're wondering.
Yep.
So a lack of nonsense thus far does not mean we're devoid of it.
Yeah, correctly, I'm on Malin. I mean, you've had a sort of dry start so far.
Oh, it's going really well. It's a creative seed so far with the that strength chain in general.
Yeah, it's funny how the Mario getting like fires and everything really just chained him into a whole bunch of other stuff here. Taking a bit of a different route has gotten him a bunch more stuff.
Yeah, definitely. Including the bow, which he got from the behind the bombs, of course.
Yeah, and Ryu needs to get bombs first is a bit of a concern. Let's see what the Colossus Arch is. A heart piece. I can actually identify that correctly for once.
And Gab, of course, has a point that Ryu is going around with explosives and not opening small chests for bomb
Yeah,
shoes.
yeah.
Oh no, I was working graveyard shift Starfall, so I had an extra hour of work.
Ouch. I got an extra hour of sleep, which is good because Iligasha versus Fabio last night was a bit of a mess.
How long was that?
Just over 3 hours.
Oh jeez.
They've had like 7 or 8 out of our 20 or so matches so far have not sub 3'd.
It's been a lot tamer than the qualifiers, though, for sure.
Balls are been a real mess, yeah, but this has not been great. Also, Child's one at the bottom of River. Sadly, Ryu actually doesn't have explosives, so can't get his beans from this side, so it's gonna have to go for Lost Woods to get it.
Yeah, that's almost for sure where he's heading right now, is to get the beans to get the second bomb bag. Technically, the scale wasn't behind bombs, though, so that could be the first bomb bag, too.
Both
We
of
have
them are in logic, yep.
both first bomb bags. Makes sense. Alright, Zora River. Let's see what we got on the freestandings.
Yeah, they're fountain foolish, thanks.
Duplicates.
You can see the settings in the bombshoe.us Drew link for Act the Gods. I'm unsure how familiar you are with regular OTR racing settings, so just look at it. It's not a bracket link, yeah, VXR. I asked them to have that link, add that link in there because it's easier to. The bracket is linked in that rules doc, but yeah, I asked them to add the rules document because people kept getting questions about things like settings and bracket structure and whatever else. So I just didn't. And go fit. It's SG commands apparently are pretty non-flexible, so that's what that ended up being. Requiem for Mario.
Bean for the bombs. And frogs in the rain. I know, how do they all spawn in one place? I can't cap over the microphone, but I totally would. Need to see what's in the ZR Open Grotto?
Yep.
Bless you.
Thanks.
Polar Bear said coffee, not ketchup. So now we have a Mario and ZR.
Skull Mask is dead.
Cool.
Missed the River Grotto hint though.
Yeah, one being Mario's probably confident that he's not going to need that second bomb bag.
Why would he?
Exactly.
Darunia was the other Was this a river hint? Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
well, Mario does not need to go to the hassle for that. Buying one bean for a lake makes sense. You don't need the second bean in Mario's situation.
yeah, absolutely. Oh, what about Colossus Arch? Have we seen it yet?
Per piece.
Okay. Right, we did see the desert. That's right.
And I could have sworn it's Fountain Foolish because Ryu just skipped Domain. As we get bomb shoes. Very nice for Ryu. He needs those.
It sure does. He's got a bomb bag ready, but it's all the way 7 years in the future.
Yep.
Was I seeing things, or is this Scarecrow song? No, never mind. I thought he played Bolero, and I realized it started with an A.
Yeah. Yeah, his cigarette song is just A down, A down, A down. Fairly typical. I was gonna check the lower river hint, upper river, sorry, hint here. Yep, Fountain is foolish. I guess Ryu might have misread it as Domain, because I don't know why else he would have skipped Zora diving and the torches check.
That's a good question, unless he's planning on going back through there. Possibly because ZR is faster
I
to
doubt
market.
it. I think this is him going back adult after this, since you can take the owl and they don't have prelude.
That's true, the owls aren't shuffled. Yeah, have we seen the save warp yet?
Uh, yes, lower end of river.
Oh, okay. Alright, we get the bean plant here at Lake Hylia. With everyone's favorite Gwei. Training is what? Let's see. Mario not skipping the ZD checks though.
GTG center chest. Yeah, we've seen both hints for both Twila and the center chest.
Okay.
And Ryu does want to be, and Ryu wants to choose in the volcano, I guess. Also, it's a good way to. He doesn't actually have a way to get out of the. It's also a way to get the crater checks too. Yeah, no 40 hints a little concerning.
It's a minor chest in the lower ZD. Well, it's only ZD chest, so I don't have to say lower, I suppose. Still no 40 hint, yep.
No.
That is a very smart thing to do with all that extra time from this diving game.
Tend to see this strat pretty often. Nice little time save.
It's a major item in the Sun Song chest. We've seen this though, ice arrows. Nope,
Yep.
fire arrows.
Oh
The
yeah,
other ones.
fires.
Ice
Which
arrows
might
for a
which might
shield.
be way of, yeah, those might be way of the hero as well to keep in mind.
Yeah, for the strength one.
Yep. Royal Family 2 being light arrows would have been really funny, yes.
Yeah, for sure. Gonna raise our skull count a little bit here on Rio's side. We got both runners with face cams, but they're both very stoic.
Yep.
Oh, there's an expression from Ryu there. They're both calm and focused. And I'm thinking we're going to see bottom of the well here.
Makes sense. They have explosives, ZL, and Swell, obviously storms to get in. This is a sensible play.
And a horde of checks waiting below.
Yep. It's also very, very fast with chest size matches contents.
It's the greatest setting ever. I've said it before, and I will say it again. Some love for fishing. Yeah, that Dante emote's hilarious.
Burning Cactus still Serenade.
That's a small chest in the like room.
Big chest here is a first slingshot. Okay.
Slingy. Cackway the hero. Who thinks chickens?
Haha. Windmill Song was Bolero, which is probably not it. As to get another bow. Nice spot for it. For Ryu. Yeah, we found basically nothing in Kek so far. Blair is not currently Way of the Hero.
If anybody could roll an RSL seed in standard and V-Star.
Yeah, Foolish Kek is more likely to suck Sanity. It really just, it's hard, no matter what you do. And nice Mirror Shield.
Wow.
There's so much in Kek.
That is the light medallion in Spirit Temple, though, so we are not. We don't necessarily need it.
No. I did once roll a random settings leak seed with Cat Foolish and Double Wave Hero Valley. That was pretty funny.
That's interesting.
To be fair, there was entrance rando and some other things going on, but it was still funny that it was that.
There's an option to randomize the notes for the song, but in a race setting, that's never turned on.
It's just annoying, honestly. It's fun, I suppose, casually, but if you're trying to race, it's just a pain in the neck.
Added MQ dungeons. Yeah, third round. Master Quest dungeons added. When not even yeah, absolutely. I was looking at the RSL waitlist earlier today, and I was like surprised that some things were 0%.
I mean, some things are just really, really annoying to play.
Yeah. Like hint or text shuffle with hints and keys included.
Yeah, no, that's just not fun competitively.
That's pretty
Yes,
great.
MQGTG adds three more green rupees to the pool, all of which do in fact say loser. It's pretty funny.
That's excellent. I missed the Mario peak, but there must be something in here. The man wrote a whole peak document. That's the
Yeah.
hook shot. No big deal.
Yeah, Water Medallion Forest is full clear. Well, that's not a good thing. Ha! Nice hit! Curiosity Base left side is in fact dead. Brilliant hit. Great, thanks.
Oh, hurry. You do it, Mario. He already turned around, unfortunately.
What was the Goron City Mason, by the way? Because I missed it.
It was a blue. Oh, the hint in the maze. Yeah, I did not see. You read them really fast.
Duplicate of something, okay. Because we're still missing 40, and we're still missing one Foolish and two Wave of Heroes. Like the Goron, giving us some arrows.
Ryu, unfortunately, has been bombs behind for at least 15 minutes here.
Yeah. Give us 30, thanks, VXR.
What do you think his name is, Polar Bear?
Yeah, Ryu's not too ridiculously far behind since with those fires he can get the strength as adult, but it does cost him a little bit of time here. And he will be taking that bean as well, so little time losses.
It was cool to see it done in Logic, though.
Yeah.
He had a major or a big chest in the upper DMC grotto.
And that's 40 skulls is dead. There's a boomerang.
That is a very necessary boomerang.
Yeah.
So no, Elson, they don't have to collect every item. They just need to collect as many items as they need to beat Ganon. to enter the castle and beat Ganon.
Correct. So under these settings, they require the 3 spiritual stones to get access to Ganon's castle in order to open the Rainbow Bridge, and the Ganon's castle boss key is given to us by Sheik on the Light Arrow cutscene, which is unlocked by collecting the Shadow and Spirit medallions.
Exactly. So yeah, Deku and Jabu, both very fast, easy dungeons. Fire, the boss is super easy to get to. I'm not even going to question whether or not Mario knows how to do the jump. Ryu too.
Yep.
If I could do it, I guarantee they could do it. DNC Way of the Hero? Yeah, definitely that boomerang.
Yep. 10 skulls was more rupees. So, like, with Shadow being foolish in the water and the fire medallion today, with Bird and Cat being absolutely useless, they don't need to inspire. They really don't.
KF Way of the Hero?
Magic and Mitos, that'll do it. Second Magic's probably the Shadow Temple because it loves to be there.
That just makes too much sense.
Yeah, they need Runa's Letter, Long Shot, and a way into Water Temple as go mode, as well as Light Arrows, technically. But yeah, they've gotten most of their stuff.
For those of you who don't...
Wave the Hero is in DC, probably has something for it. Is one of those missing items, most likely.
I'm gonna guess Long Shot. But yeah, the Water Temple access, in case you don't know, means either Iron Boots or the Gold Scale.
It's not logic to do with just Gold Scale, but these runners really don't care.
Yeah, plus when you're at the point where you're just trying to kill the bosses, logic kind of goes out the window. If you have everything you need. So what was Mario doing right there?
Didn't quite catch. Oh, I think you might have. I wasn't quite looking. I think he might have been trying to peek the bridge chest.
Oh, that's incredible. You can peek it from there.
Yep, see up through the wall, as with a whole bunch of other things. That one's pretty finicky, though. And Hyrule Castle foolish, thanks, game.
All one of our checks.
As against Castle Wave the Hero in these settings means the Gold Gauntlet Fairy, yes. In Skull Sanity, it can mean the skull. So, Way of the Heroes, by the way, point to indicated there is an item, a shuffled item or song that is logic in that area that is logically required to beat the game. In the same token, foolish means that there is nothing there that can log a check.
Yeah, both runners are in Dodongo.
Yep.
Chew strats are quite possibly the most visually pleasing thing to see from these runners, for sure.
They are pretty neat.
Now I saw the one the other day for the first time. They used a chew at like a precise angle to blow up the crate in Gerudo Valley. I had never seen that before. It was pretty spectacular.
Yeah, that's a pretty neat one.
Yeah, exactly. Foolish hints could point to your second logical bomb bag, or your second logical quiver, etc.
It does, however, require that one of the other copies is Way of the Hero.
Oh, it does require that. That's really good to
Yes.
know.
Yeah, so if you've got 2 bomb eggs in Lido's house and the third one's on King Dodongo, then the DC can't be foolish. But if you've got 2 bows on HBA and the third one's on in CAC, then CAC is way over here for then you can get Fortress Foolish.
That makes sense. Yeah, that is pretty mean. There's Ruto's letter up there, above Mr. King Dodongo.
And by the way, logic always ensures that you can beat the game. No matter what you think, the game is always beatable. There might be some unintuitive solutions to your seed, but it is beatable.
What if you turn on logicless?
Unless you do that. Unless you turn on no logic.
Oh, no logic, yeah. That's not logicless. Making up words over here. Yeah, you could thank Amazing Ampharos for the spirit key logic.
Yeah, Spirit Key logic is the most extreme example of logic assuming you're the biggest idiot possible with using keys.
So, how many keys exactly is it? Like, especially in Key Sanity, I know it requires you to have a ton of keys or everything's out of logic.
Spirit requires all 5 keys to beat the dungeon.
Oh my god.
Straight and simple.
I guess that's pretty easy, like when you consider items that might be in there logically.
Well, the issue isn't the fact that you need all 5 keys for Twin Rope, it's individual check requirements that gets fun. And I, by the way, did in fact once roll 2 bows in HBA. That was hilarious. And Rita's letter there for Ryu. That is our way of the hero in DC.
It must have been an interesting decision, though, considering the hands are a part of Spirit Temple and Colossus.
Well, no, in the days before they could have keys, they were considered Colossus, so they were way of the. So if Colossus was foolish, then so were the hands. If Colossus way of the hero, then the hands could be the way of the hero item. Revenant. Actually, the seeds find have just gone off on a bit of tangent since they haven't found a lot of items in the last few minutes.
Yeah, it's been a very tame seed so far, but something's probably behind something bad.
Almost certainly.
Yeah, it wasn't related to the seed. That's also true. Yeah, Bolero from Ryu.
Yep.
So he's likely going to jump into Fire Temple right now. Shadow's foolish, thankfully. That's a very sadistic thing he said there. Hovers and Ice Cavern for Irons and Shadow. And yeah, Hovers hinted on Darunia.
Yep.
Irons and Spirit would be sort of gnarly. The Mirror Shield's not in a hard location, though.
No, not particularly. It's just sitting in the well.
Yeah, so even if they can skip the iron boots with the gold scale, the iron boots are still way the hero, right?
Yeah, they are. Because
They have
logic,
to be.
gold scale water is not in logic.
That makes sense. I like these races. I learned a lot about standard. Get a key in the flare dancer chest, and if I'm not mistaken, there's weird key logic in Fire Temple too, or is that just key sanity?
It's pretty simple. Fire Temple key logic's really not that bad. You just open doors and you just basically opening doors and stuff. I suck at Fire Temple keys because I get really lost in Fire Temple. I don't know why, but Fire Temple's one of the dungeons that I just cannot navigate for the life of me for some reason. Um, I have a very hard time visualizing where key doors are in Fire. It's kind of bad. Um, but it's
Oh,
actually pretty simple.
there's some that
Fate
are right next to each other too, so that must be a pain.
Yeah, I just have an incredibly bad sense of direction. It basically doesn't exist. I'm actually okay with Water Temple's kind of I have no hecking clue how to navigate Forest Temple. I just kind of wander around until I figure it out on the rare occasions when I do play. The twisting corridors and the courtyards and the everything just does not work with my brain.
How do you do on ERs? Entrance randos.
Diligent note taking.
No.
Cack is still way of the hero, thanks. We still don't know what Cack is way of the hero for, to keep in mind, which is even more concerning. It's not Bolero. We also haven't seen anything else in there.
I'm thinking it's chickens.
I mean, it's that 20 skulls. I know Mario checked adult shooting gallery, so it's not that.
Wishful thinking on my part, but
I
long
mean, you're
shot.
legitimately not wrong, to be fair. There's not that much left in Cack.
Long shot on chickens. We're gonna see it.
Because we
Wait.
really don't have, we have not found anything in CAC. One of the other things to note is that dungeons are always separate from their overworld areas. Uh, Also, that would be funny, chickens who like, Ryu would be incredibly mad at me if this is another chicken scene. His first bracket match had him and his opponent both hard last location in logic magic on chickens. And then
If
the other magic is composer grave, so they were really mad once they found that out.
like if they go into Ganon for the light arrow hints and it says Kakariko, I might die. That'd be too funny.
It would be great.
And if you guys don't know, if you don't have the light arrows and you're able to access Ganondorf, he will tell you what location the light arrows are in. Which is funny considering that's how you beat him. It'd be like Superman telling you where to find the kryptonite. That is that the fairy that replenishes magic as well?
Yeah, it is.
Well, generally missing anything on chickens isn't that bad because most people do chickens, but
Most people actually like to skip chickens in competitive settings because it's a really annoying and slow check.
yeah, like racers, like the standard racers, especially, basically meme about skipping chickens.
Yeah, it's long, it's slow, it's isolated too, because the thing is, you can do most checks in CAC as adults, so there's not a good reason to go do isolated middle of nowhere chickens usually.
Mario had the same problem I had right there. Couldn't tell if that was a big or a small chest because of the distance. Yeah, they skip CAC. So if you want to win one of these, or they skip chicken. So if you want to win one of these races, just if you have bombs on chickens, you might be a shoo-in. A joke, of course, because these guys are super fast. Yeah, exactly. Link has the time-based powers. Power of save warp. Have we seen our big Goron hint yet?
We have it is dead.
There it is. Yep. Cool. Yeah, get your pocket egg on chickens and have a big Goron have your first logical bow. We're throwing out Plando ideas here, by the way.
If I got pocket egg on chickens, I think I'd throw Little Esther.
Yeah, we got the butter knife. Um, you know,
Hmm?
trying to think of what I was going to say. uh, Mesmerized by the dungeons right now. Oh no, I know, I forgot.
It's alright. I mean, we're not seeing anything right now in these dungeons. There isn't much to comment on.
Yeah, exactly. Double dungeon. At least it's not double forest temple, but
That's
seeing
not
one
the most engaging thing in the world.
exactly. Yeah, we're seeing one dungeon with like 4 checks, and then one dungeon with almost all keys.
Yeah.
Got the major item out of the map chest. That is silver gauntlets.
Alright. Not really what you wanted to see, honestly.
Might need them. Something good might be in Spirit Temple.
Yep. There might be. I mean, we have everything for it.
Exactly.
Alright, still nothing in fire. Nope, on the compass chest. Mario's gotten grenade down. Uh, I just remembered, Ryu doesn't have hookshot, it definitely doesn't have Pierre. He's hoping Pierre isn't a thing. Nice
Iron
iron boots.
boots. Wow, very nice spot for those.
So, 20 skulls or chickens long shot, anyone?
I'm thinking chickens for long shot. I'm hoping for it.
John Thon, it depends on your settings. We almost never have trials on in competitive settings because they're just annoying and slow and don't actually
And
do anything. Just meh.
make you require strength 3 for no reason.
Pretty much. It's just a pain in the rear. No one really likes trials in the regular settings. But so typically, what you need to beat in the game is to be able to get to Ganon's castle and to get the Ganon's castle boss key. What that means depends on your settings. In this tournament, we have 3 spiritual stones recorded for the bridge, and the Shadow and Spirit medallions recorded for the boss key on the Light Arrow cutscene. So, in this case, Deku, Fire, and Jab are their 3 stones. And then DC and Water are the Shadow and Spirit medallions.
Yeah.
Kaka's Way of the Heroes, Riley. We haven't seen anything in it yet. It's either 20 skulls or chickens, and Mario, I think, is going to find out for us because he knows Kaka's Way of the Hero, and neither of them have found anything remotely interesting in it. Only 12 skulls for Mario, though, so he's going to find out it's not 10 skulls and then get
Oh, I'm
mad.
sure he'll go collect 8 skulls before he does chickens.
Riley, Epona's song was in the graveyard. So it's not that. Bolero was in the windmill. We have confirmed it is definitely not Way of the Hero. It's incredibly rare for Bolero to be Way of the Hero. Today is not one of those seeds.
It's also funny that you mentioned that they skip chickens because it's a long check, yet we insist on having 7 chickens required. What's
It's one of
the
those. I think a lot of people like. It's a routing choice to do so more than anything else. I think is because there's going to be some lousy checks.
It's like
Like
loading up your plate at a buffet and then not eating it.
in this case, it's a deliberate choice to make for routing as to whether or not you want to. It gives redders the choice rather than always doing the run for chickens thing, which I don't know. It's a play that goes various ways.
I get it. That makes sense.
Yeah. Because you can't have every single check take 2 seconds. There's going to be some checks that are longer, out of the way, that take time. Wasteland in some ways is similar, for instance, too. And you have to make a choice as to want to go for these checks.
Bless you.
Yeah,
That definitely
thanks.
makes sense. Gotta have like your pool of long checks, basically. Yeah, it needs to be 14 chickens. Yeah, no.
Yeah. Alright, Logic time for Ryu. There was a boss key on the highest Goron. I don't actually know if Pierre's an item. Unfortunately, Pit Goron is dead.
See, we're thinking it's gonna be long shot because Kakariko's Way of the Hero. But we haven't seen 20 skulls. 30, 40, 50 are dead. And the song was
Bolero, which is definitely dead.
Bolero. Yeah, exactly. See if the Fire Anaconda has anything. Nope.
Nope.
Little love.
And
That's the long
hey,
shot.
there it is. Mario looks pretty happy about that. I'd be happy with it too.
Gee whiz, I only called it like 15 minutes ago.
Eh.
Yeah.
So that puts us in later. Decent seeds, pretty decent seed, all things considered. Yeah, Mario can beat fire, he can beat water now. He just needs, and then he can go get the light arrow hit in, well, 20 to 30 minutes, depending on how long water takes. Something like
So,
half an hour.
in case you missed it, uh, Mario had the bomb bag off of the Richard check in Market about 15 to 30 minutes before Ryu got his bombs. His bombs were off of TARDIS. Is that what you call the crate up there?
Yeah, that's also nicknamed the crate. And
That's funny.
VXR, Mario has iron boots.
He's got irons, yeah.
And Mario is 2 bottles, he'll just bottle fairies and call it and be fine. Hour 10 in, Ryu's off to Spirit. I mean, this is fair enough from his perspective. He doesn't know ranks in Crater Grotto. Little
Crater
surprised he
Grotto.
didn't. Little surprised he didn't get that. But coming out of fire. But okay.
I feel like due to pressure, maybe just when you got warp songs, especially, you just kind of warp out before checking certain things like that. And I make mistakes like that. I miss checks when I have warp songs and I'm under pressure.
Yeah.
I'll try to be all fast and warp around, and I'll skip like 4 or 5 checks over here.
Yeah.
Oh, you lost round 1 and hide in Crater
You
Grotto?
almost lost round 1. Ouch.
Almost lost it, okay. That's funny.
Okay, it does look like he's key locked out, so that's good. Gonna pick up the bomb shoes from here, maybe? Nope, doesn't need to, and this is gonna head over to his rank. He does know DC is Wave the Hero, so he should go there next. I'm not sure why he went Spirit before Wave the Hero DC, but okay.
Well, here's that ring.
Mario has sense. He is going to go pick up his Pierre before he goes Fire Temple. This makes a lot of sense. Where was first hook shot?
The maze in Goron City.
Goron City maze, yeah.
The left child chest.
I just call it the middle, basically.
It is the middle. That's a good thing to call it.
Left child just doesn't make sense.
You're like updating my glossary here. Excellent.
Yeah, letting you know what we actually like to usually call stuff in commentary, because otherwise you'll lose all of us.
Yeah, and I don't really I never really considered that either. So thank you for that.
Yeah, because I know you aren't around the racing side of things too often, so actual terms that make sense.
Like your majors and your minors.
Yeah, no one that makes no sense either. I'll be on. Well, it's not something that's immediately obvious. It's not nonsense, but it's not the most obvious. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, that's true, especially if you don't play with the chest size match in the contents.
Goron City is not Way of the Hero. I'm not sure why Ryu just blew straight through Goron City. Okay. I guess he is just rushing Jabu, but this feels bad. Jabu does give him Ganon's castle access, but that feels bad. His routing just not adding out. Not working.
You gotta feel some kind of pressure going up against Mr. too.
Oh yeah, these are 2 of the top runners in the community. They were both in the Division 1 of the OTR League.
That's amazing.
There was actually a bit of banter between them that over getting revenge, because they were 1-1 against each other. Looks like according to the standings, which is kind of funny. Yeah, Ryu is not having a good day with the seed, unfortunately. Mario getting those bombs early just made such a difference
I think he
in how they're routing.
might be overthinking it a little. The seed's definitely a lot easier than I expected.
Yeah.
Here's the first logical, or not first logical bomb bag, but the
But
first
one
bomb
of
bag we saw.
and there's the
Exactly.
boss key on water. Ryu, not particularly amused with that, making a bit of a face at the bomb bag.
Yeah, I wouldn't be too happy that he did the whole chain for that other bomb bag, including getting the silver scale and the beans.
And he's just like, you're kidding me.
All I had to do was turn it night.
Yep,
Yeah, you think Ryu knows that Mario grabbed that bomb bag?
probably.
And Mouse is right, that is an early water boss key. That's something I personally love to see.
Always nice to have.
Yeah, the rank 2 for sure. But what if you say in Rang and someone hasn't played OOTR? They probably wouldn't know you meant Boomerang.
Yeah, generally a certain knowledge of vanilla OT is expected when A2 comes, and then I clarify if people ask.
Fair enough, okay. I
Alright,
don't...
Morpho's down for Mario. He is going to go get out of here, go beat Fire. Unfortunately, it's going to take him a while since Bosky's on highest Goron, and then go look for Light Air, and then go see who the Light Air hint is.
To be fair, that boss key on highest score on might be the worst thing in the seed, though, which is really good.
Yeah, because the chicken's long shot would be worse if Cat wasn't hinted way of a hero, but it is, so you don't have to worry much about that.
Yeah, exactly. If it wasn't Way of the Hero, how I wonder how long until we would see Longshot.
Probably quite a while, honestly.
2 hours. So we got one was in the upper DMC grotto, and the other one was in chickens on Cack Chickens.
The Goron City Maze, sorry,
Yeah,
is
that's what
next
I
one.
meant. Boomerang
Crater
was
Grotto.
what I was
Crater
thinking.
Grotto. Yeah.
I'm on team never buy a shield, but I'm also on team not in the tournament. So our way of the heroes are Graveyard, DC, Kakariko, Crater, and Kokiri. Yeah, very straightforward. We had the logic train for strength was actually the way of the hero fire arrows and the way of the hero magic, and then a bow in the well. Oh no, Wolfo's grotto. I'm sure what was in the well? Mirror shield and slingshot were in the well.
Yep,
Wolfo's grotto was
so,
the bow.
yeah. Well, was not birthday. But yeah, so right here's the graveyard for the strength upgrade, because the fire double strength is strength locked. You need it logically to get past the elevator. Fire is apparently way of the hero for said strength. Bruno's way of the hero in DC, Cack way of the hero for that hook shot off chickens, Critter way of the hero for the ring, and Kakiri way of the hero for that magic. Second magic is almost certainly in Foolish Shadow.
Definitely. Yeah, Death Mountain Greater. Um, Oh, there was a bow in the well. I knew I didn't say that for no reason. Yeah, that is a pretty crazy way the hero list. Yes, he is. Fire BK and light arrows away from go mode.
Yep.
So fire BK away from glow mode. You guys use that in racing, or is that just a?
Yeah, we do.
Okay. Bringing my nonsense from another community in here. Glow mode doesn't make sense? I could be convinced. What do you mean? Not glowing.
Yeah, you see, it's because you need the glow, as Gav points out.
That makes sense. You're not glowing yet, so. Ooh. Get a fairy though, Mario. No.
Yeah. I can see that word.
Yeah, what would the other no mode be? Just like no chance of
Nope
getting go
mode,
mode.
I guess. I don't know, maybe dope mode, I guess. Like this is a oh boy, this scene is horrendous mode. Like I guess if you're in RSL and you read that it's 98 token bridge, you might be in oh no mode. We've had a
Oh,
few. I have used the term "oh no" mode a few times. Even
I
in the
could.
standard, if you see something like 50 skulls as a long shot or something, and you're like, "Oh boy, oh no."
Light trail required. Or strength 3 on frogs too. Yeah, Worm, I'm gonna have to agree with you on that. I'm not great at naming things. I think that was his thought when he died, Zephyr, that he's gonna need that Goron tunic.
Now you're saying putting in a chat, but Mario has 2 bottles, berries, and a bunch of explosives. He will be okay. It's gonna be a
Yeah,
little tight, but a runner of Mario's skill level, not gonna be too concerned about it.
absolutely. Trying to beat a clock, right? And that's what these guys are good at, beating clocks. So 4 hearts is standard practice. What about 3 hearts? Not standard practice, but how doable is it? And how tempting is it?
And the 4 hearts is okay for these guys. I think it's one of those things that depends on skill level a lot. Like I've heard a lot for TSMC that people often like to open chests until they find 5 to 6 hearts, just so you can have a little bit more wiggle room. Having low health, let me find the clip. I have far too many clips in my in my fun clips folder. I have a specific one, and it gets a little silly. I keep forgetting it's in the subfolder.
Well, yeah, Mario's having a little trouble with his ground jump here.
Uh,
I do want to see the clip.
yep. Let me find it. Aha! This one.
So I was just thinking that, Gav. Like, I've been ground jumping up here, and it hasn't really felt worth it. It is cooler to ground. Watch your clip.
Sorry, so this is something that I perpetually remember. It was one hit KO for clarification. That is a fake door. Things might have happened.
That is hysterical. I've never seen anyone literally slap themselves, but that's definitely a situation that calls for it.
You could feel the facepalm in that clip. You could feel the "what did I just do" moment.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's a 10 out of 10 clip.
Yeah, because he was thinking about other things and just autopiloted into opening the door, and then bam.
I don't think I've been
One of
hit
my
by one of
favorite
those.
clips of all time.
Yeah, that's the rewatchable one for sure. I don't think I've been hit by that door since I was a kid, probably. Oh, Mario missed. Oh my god,
Oh, that one feels bad.
that physically hurt me.
That does.
At the same time, oh, I don't know. Oh,
Oh,
he's
nice.
pissed. Oh, I'm sorry, Mario.
Yeah, he was trying to get a void out strat where you get flattened by this block and you send you back to the top, but unfortunately, he got killed by it instead due to low health. Feels bad.
Of course, he does not know he's ahead. So it. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he has no idea that poor Ryu's having a whole other set of problems with the seed.
We are seeing the suffering spread out just a bit, though.
Yes, we are.
Seed was too easy, so they had to make it look a little bit more challenging. Throwing for content. Alright, we got 2 fairies. We're good to go. Ryu on Baronade, but with no hook shot.
Yeah.
Okay, we actually had Fire and Jabu going on, but the opposite of the runners. Oh, here goes the ground jump again. We actually had Mario in Jabu while Ryu was in Fire.
Yep. Yeah, I do feel bad for Mario, though that fall in fire cost him a good couple of minutes, and when you're against the runner of Ryu's caliber, you know you can't afford to take time losses like that, so that's a
Yeah,
real ouch. Because every second counts in a race like this.
exactly, and that is arguably the worst fall in the game.
Definitely up there. It's not the most time consuming.
So we have the silver gauntlets over here in the map chest, but those are not required unless I'm mistaken.
Not unless light arrows are locked behind them, though.
True, I didn't think about that. Just because Ganon tells you where they are doesn't mean you have the required items
Access.
for it. Yeah, that's always, it feels bad when he tells you it's behind strength 3 or something.
Yeah, it's like, you'll never beat me with the light arrows from my castle, and you're like, oh, great.
Yeah, Elson, so they have the same everything, basically. The same settings, they start with the same items.
Yeah,
They spawn
because
in the same spot.
with randomizer races, you have to have the same item placements. It's really not a race if you have different placement of stuff, because then different seeds have very different take very different amounts of time.
Here's Worm going on about the pixel shot again. Yeah, exactly. So Ryu is doing chickens for that Cackway the hero now. But
Makes
this is
sense.
it's not going to be his long shot. It's going to be his hook shot.
Yeah.
Though with the hook shot up in the Goron City maze, not sure.
And 20 skulls is a river beat. Thanks, game.
₹20, one for each skull. Okay, so he's finishing up chickens. While Mario finishes up fire.
Yeah, kudos to Mario getting the pixel shot for sure, because pixel shot is exactly what it sounds like. It is a very precise setup to get a very precise hook shot, long shot hit on that platform to get up there to skip here. It is not easy. Nice strength 2 for Mario. Pixel shot is one of those very high level tricks that you don't tend to see too often because it is quite difficult.
Yeah, Ryu did not pixel shot. He did not do the scarecrow check. He
he
also
didn't have
didn't have a
hook
hook shot.
shot.
That's right. He didn't have a hook shot. That's
I was gonna say, with what hook shot would he have pixel shotted?
yeah.
You need long shot for pixel shot as well to keep in mind.
Yeah, exactly. Do you need long shot for the gold scale water entrance?
Yes, you can't get in. You can't do anything in there without it.
Okay.
Because one of the things about gold scale water is to long shot the torches.
Right, because you can't dive down there with the gold scale.
Yep. In Key Sanity, there is actually something you can do in water with just gold scale and logic. We don't play with Key Sanity though.
Key sanity does very ugly things sometimes.
Yes, it does.
Usually with GTG keys.
Oh, GTG keys are fun.
All 9 of them. So we got a Ryu here in Spirit Temple now. This is Child Spirit instead of a Goron City.
Mario does not have Song of Time. Does he not have... Yeah, Mario doesn't have Song of Time, and he's not happy with himself over it, so, he's gonna go up to Hammer Test and come back down. I mean, at least he... It feels bad, and it is what it is. I don't think this Fire Temple is going well for Mario. Because he never actually got Song of Time from the Colossus, knowing he just didn't have a really good reason to go to Colossus. I don't think so.
That bubble just did horrible things to
Hinted,
Ryu.
I guess he just didn't feel like going for it.
Just a reminder to everyone who wants to run this game or is new at running this game that even the best runners make mistakes.
Even they can have a bad day.
Exactly.
This is a bit of a bad day for both of them in different ways.
Definitely. Even with a win, I would just be frustrated all day over falling down that fire temple.
Yeah, it does feel bad.
So there's the only way to tell who's ahead is by just knowing the randomizer. You can tell who's ahead by who has more items to beat the required dungeons and to get to Ganon. So
Uh,
we know that Mario's ahead because he has the long shot right now.
yeah,
Meaning he can do water and Ryu cannot.
yeah. Yeah, at this, one of the ways you can tell is who's ahead is the number of items they have, the amount of progression they've done as well. So, like, Mario's done more of the required dungeons. Poor Ryu, who has not had the items to do said required dungeons, hasn't been able to, has less of them done, so is having a bit of a harder time because he can't do that yet.
Yep. And
It is very dependent on the seed and race as well. Like, just because one person's done more required dungeons doesn't necessarily mean they have the items that they need to beat the seed. If it turns out they just need to do like all the side dungeons, it very much is variable.
exactly.
I mean, that's also just rando and racing rando.
And that's what you say when things go wrong. You tell yourself that's rando, because there's nothing you can really do about it. That's the whole nature of the beast here.
Yeah. There's a whole phrase called getting randoed when you get fooled by just rando being rando sometimes. Like, Ryu's routing has made sense more or less for what he has. Unfortunately, it's just not his day.
So
And
Saria's song is required for stuff, but you can get around a lot of it. Mainly Darunia's is the main thing you need it for, and Skull Kid.
Darunia and Skull Kid. Also frogs too on the extremely rare occasions of it being required.
Exactly, yeah. But you could backflip over the kid, over Mido, and
Yeah. Be what Mido Skip, as it's known, one of the most common tricks and earliest tricks to learn as a racer.
absolutely.
Ryu started his timer late, Drew. Is what happened to that.
Gave him a head start. Yeah, the fairy here from Mario coming back.
Other thing to note here is, what on earth is Mario doing? Well, you see, OT has some interesting coding, including on Volvagia. There are actually two hitboxes for Volv. One that flies around and one that you play whack-a-mole with. The one that flies around, that hitbox stays in the hole that she flies into. So you can hurt her with bombs with that, so it makes this a lot faster. If you have a lot of bomb chews, you can do this in like 20 seconds or something like that. It's pretty hilarious.
I'm waiting for that tiny R-Wing from Star Fox to be randomized into the game. Maybe we'll see that when we get our Randomizer Kappa. What do we have here in Spirit? Are these light arrows?
Nope!
For Roars. Okay.
Aurora's an adult spirit climb. Poor Ryu doesn't want to go into Spirit without Longshot, and it's just Water without Longshot. And Spirit's a really good density play. It's just, again, it's not his day.
Always feels bad when you're missing things on the overworld.
Yeah.
Ryu going, what, to go see his light arrows hint early?
Mario's going for his lights hint here.
Oh, Mario, yeah. Thanks for helping the tracker chat, and it's a solo tracking's a mission.
Yeah, speaking of Hour 40 in, as Mario climbs the tower and Ryu is exploring the adult spirit, let's shout out to our two runners, Ryu and Mario. To my co-com Lingerer, to our tracker Mighty Mouse, and to our French restream as well, Happy a Gojita are doing the French restream here.
Yeah, big shoutouts. Shoutouts to SGL for throwing this tournament. It's been amazing, and it's only gonna get more amazing.
Well, maybe when it's just not his day, sometimes it just doesn't work out. Like, your choice in where to go first just doesn't end up working out with the item placements, and that's what you see here for today with Ryu and Mario. Mario happened to get that bomb bag from Richard really early and got like all the items on his way because of it. Ryu took a different route, which wasn't bad, it just didn't end up paying out the way Mario's did. And that's rando sometimes, unfortunately. Mario forgot to get the boss key, so he has to go back for it, because whoopsies.
I'm hoping we're not going to see a twin Rova on Ryu's side. That just.
I hope not, but I could see him going there just since he's here. It's so long, though. Yeah. Mario, so Ryu's having a lousy day with just unfortunate routing, just not paying out. Routing being the order in which you choose to do checks, basically. And Mario's just not having a fun time with Fire Temple, which kind of threw his nerves off, and then now before getting the boss key, it's just sometimes we've all been there. It happens.
Oh yeah, it's racing's a different kind of environment, definitely.
Because there's a certain amount of pressure here. There is money on the line. This is a tournament with $3,000 of cash prizes.
I've been having so much fun with this. I absolutely forgot there is a huge cash prize for this.
Yeah, and this is round 2, so the winner of this is eligible for cash, or at least a small amount of the cash prize. The loser is out of luck on this one, which doesn't help the pressure, I don't think.
Not at all.
But this is a high-profile race. You're also being restreamed on the main SG channel. There's a lot to keep. There's a lot. As with any competitive anything, really, there is pressure to be had.
Oh, for sure. Even if you're one of the or two of the top racers, for sure, you're still feeling pressure.
In some ways, you're more pressured as a top racer because people expect you to do really well.
I didn't even think about that. That's a very good point. As you know, average runner, it's not really a big deal. It's no one's chanting your name or anything, but these guys are very well known in the OTR community, and they're very fast, very good. Oh, this race is awesome, Cola.
Hey, Cola. It's going. Mario forgot the boss key and has been having a bit of a wonky last 20 minutes for executions. It's getting a bit tilted by now because of it. Ryu's routing just hasn't paid off, unfortunately. Yeah, Jetsy, long shot on chickens, but Cat wave here when nothing else showed up in it, so you were doing chickens, so that wasn't actually that bad.
I called long shot on the chickens because you rolled the seed, too.
Also like, that.
Star seed, long shots has to be on chickens.
Alright, let's in. Ice cavern!
Let's do it. Rush ice. Rush Ice at the end.
Nice prescription for Ryu. But yeah, that is definite GG for Mario, because he doesn't need to go item hunting. And Ryu is unfortunately still miles behind. Still needs
Yeah.
that hookshot from the Goron City maze, which he doesn't have a good reason to route in right now, unfortunately, and I'm not sure when he is getting back there. It's kind of a...
It's
Because his
absolutely.
explosives were late, unfortunately, so that just wasn't top of his priority list.
Yeah, Gav had mentioned too the boomerang was a little bit late and it was in a really easy spot, really early
Yeah.
spot.
Yeah, because the boomerang, I think, sent him away from his... Boomerang, I think, sent him away from his hook long shot as well, because if he hadn't found his boomerang, he might have gone there before DC. But but with that ring and the DC wave to here, he rushed those two things and then went Jabu, which made sense.
True.
Unfortunately, he just orphaned his long shot really, really hard.
Yeah, I was just thinking he was in Goron City too, and it's Mario. But that's exactly what happened though. It's the boomerang sent him to Jabu, and there was just no coming back towards the.
Yeah. Nice score on Tunic for
There it
Ryu.
is. Now we can do fire.
Also, lol, Kula in chat saying, well, I could probably already schedule my match. Kula is in fact facing off against Mario, because at this point Mario is winning this, it's pretty clear.
Well, that's going to be a really good match.
Yeah. This is, by the way, easily the fastest seed of brackets by like 15 minutes.
It's like a rocket seed. It's too fast to be a jet seed. Can we just make a new term for this seed? Please? So, yeah, that Light Arrow's hint being Ice Cavern's amazing too, because inside of Gan's castle you could just grab some blue fire and head in. Exactly what Mario's doing. What derailed last night's seed?
What did derail last night's seed? Good question, because I'm currently having a brain fart. Spirit Key Logic happened to make a big mess.
Oh god.
Oh yeah, Compass Chest of Ice Cavern had was the literal last location long shot for our runners last night.
Oh no.
And they ended up doing a whole lot of other stuff besides Ice Cavern looking for it. That's what happened.
There's so few checks in here, so I kind of get it, but at the same time, oh, here are the light arrows.
Yeah, nice. In that case, also though, there was a case of it just the song was already known and it was tweet useless.
Yeah, unfortunately, Troll Rova is trolling and also not at all required.
No. Ryu's put up a good show for his routing, a good execution, sensible routing for the just didn't end up being the right order of things today, and Mario found a really good route to the seed.
I really feel like Ryu was routing like as if he were routing a harder seed, and the simplicity just kind of made him overthink it.
A bit, yeah.
Icy waters being gold gauntlets leading the lens of truth in light trial. What? For like crossing wasteland or for like treasure box?
Oh no, it was just for the lens game last night.
Oh, lens game. So that's what I meant by treasure box. Really updating my my terms here.
We usually call it the treasure chest mini game, or I'll call it the lens game.
Mama said life is like a box of rando. Dang right.
Vanilla Heart Container. I mean, I guess Ryu will pick it up since he's here.
Yeah, he's not happy. He just did a non-required dungeon in full.
Especially since the light medallion, it just feels really bad. The light medallion is useless unless you require medallions for the bridge, like just generally. Because it doesn't lock songs, it doesn't lock checks, it just exists. The game literally gives it to you for free in the vanilla games. It's that
Yeah.
useless. And ignore SG Bot, the French restreamers on Puppy Pong's channel.
Of course, the light medallion is nice to see if you're rolling at all dungeons required for bridge seed, but why would we race that?
Yeah.
Ryu checking with the fairy fountains. Not sure what those have, but we know they're not useful.
No. Another slingshot. Thanks. Yeah, my notes sheet is surprisingly barren. We usually see a lot more stuff, but it's just like nothing on my notes sheet because we didn't find much. We didn't need to find much.
That's very true. Do you think the story would be different if Zelda was actually a girl?
Zelda is a girl?
Maybe if Metroid stops using that arm cannon. If we want to do these jokes from 10 years ago. So now we're checking Wasteland.
Yep.
Fire arrows required, so it's not the worst thought in the world. Not required, but well, yeah, required, but way the hero.
Yeah.
As it jokes like as old as the internet, I'm thinking.
But yeah, at this point, Dins is probably strength locked somewhere or another, and as is strength 3.
It's kind of funny looking at Ganon and hearing Link roll.
Ryu started the clock late. He just forgot to start his timer, and, well, that's what happened there. He actually started the same time as Mario, and, well, he's also a lot more than 4 minutes behind at this point.
Oh no, he's in Fortress.
Yeah. Alright, and here we go. GG's incoming for Mario, who's gonna take this match and move on to face Kola in the quarterfinals. With an official time of 1 hour, 53 minutes, and 46 seconds. GG.
GG's, everybody.
Well, he's happy about that win. Really been surprised that he's happy about it.
Nice little sub 2 seed there. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, easily the fastest match of brackets by almost 20 minutes. And Ryu did decide to call it quits, by the way. Yeah, Mario and Kola, former multi-world teammates, are going to be facing off against each other next. And let's see if we can get either of these guys in for an interview.
I think Zephyr's a Pepsi guy. Hello,
Hey,
Mario.
Mario.
Hello.
GG's.
GG.
And there's Ryu. GG.
Hello,
Yo.
Ryu.
GG's.
What a game! What a fire temple! I'll say.
Dude, I almost cried for you when you fell.
That felt so
Yeah,
bad.
what happened?
I was too low health to go through the flame wall room, so I went back and tried to get the 3 hearts, but Link didn't jump,
Oh, that's unfortunate.
and then I just like, yeah,
You
died.
had to climb back again?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yep.
it was so bad. I ended the seed on 4 hearts, by the way. No double D.
Yeah. And then you had
Okay.
some issues with how you score on 2, Mario, because you never
Oh,
got
yeah,
Saga
yeah, yeah.
Tie.
So
So good times, and I missed the jump to the switch, so I was like, okay, guess I'm climbing up the hammer chest because that's the only thing I can do.
yeah, it was a brutal
Wow.
fire temple.
That was not your day, Mario, and Fire felt
Yeah, I guess I
bad.
understand why you were a bit concerned now.
So Ryu, as you might have guessed, where you got behind was from the Richard bomb bag.
Yeah, I mean, I was like, yeah, I know what a bomb bag is. I cannot do bowling until I get the bomb bag as a dot. So I decided just to skip. I just decided to skip Richard until I got back into as child later on. And then, yeah, when I got childhood to do Jabu, I find the bomb bag. I'm like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
good reaction.
So, like, Mario ended up doing DC Crater, getting his first hookshot was Goron City pretty early. The middle chest of Goron City Maze was your long shot, Ryu.
Okay, that makes sense then for Mario. If he did get the bomb back there, yeah, I guess that's way faster than what I did, because I was really wondering why Bolero would be way of the hero since I didn't have anything to go to fire.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Valera was
Blair
not
wasn't
way of
really.
the hero.
It was just the hook shot on chickens.
Yep.
Yeah, it was that, and then there was the boomerang in the crater chest, or the crater grotto, of course.
Yeah, that
I
was
guess that boomerang
pretty weird.
also trolled me a little, because when I finished fire, I went to spirit because I wanted to check what was behind strength 2 that was in fire.
Mhm.
And I got locked, so I didn't really want to go back child without the boomerang, so I just decided to do whatever I had skipped. And yeah, I find the boomerang, and I'm like, okay, I can just go back child. I'm not doing Grand City. Well,
Yeah.
guess what?
Yeah.
I'm skipping the hookshot then.
Yeah, that long shot was Mario's glow motor.
Yeah, it
And
was crazy.
yeah. Yeah, we Chad, of course, hype for you guys doing chickens in general.
Yeah, I mean, there was no way I wasn't doing chickens with Keck unfulfilled way of the hero, and only having that and 20 skulls left.
Yeah, that's for sure. And that 20 skulls was, of course, a red ruby, so
Mm.
nothing special.
Yeah, I only got up to like 13.
I
Yeah.
was overthinking way too much in this seed because of that Bolero and not finding the hookshot in Grand City Maze.
Yeah, I guess if you don't find the hookshot, then it would make sense for Blair to possibly be way the hero.
I mean, I was like,
But if you get
there's
the
a
chicken hookshot, then
yeah. I mean, there was a chance that I find the hookshot on behind strength 2,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
because I don't think the fire temple was hover locked or hookshot locked or anything.
Don't think so.
Maybe it actually is at least one of them, because there was a key on Scarecrow and one key was on Hammer Chest, I think.
Yeah.
So you would at least need one of these two. But I was like, so Bolero can only be with the hero if there's something behind strength 2 or something like that.
Yeah.
And then I got the boomerang, and I'm like, I can actually do every song. Like the only way Bolero is Way of the Hero is if Sarah's actually behind fire, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? But
Yeah, nice hover boots hinted when we don't even need them because Baron Shadow.
Yeah, that total Baron Shadow was nice to see for sure. That whole Strength 1 logic chain was interesting. For the fire arrows and magic way of the hero, which led
Yeah.
to the
yeah, I was actually wondering what exactly was Way of the Hero in Graveyard, because I don't think I know for sure.
I think it's the strength because
I think
the
it's a
other two are
strength as
strength
well,
locked.
but we
So you
haven't
need the
seen the
strength
other
for
one.
fire.
Yeah, strength that was Way of the Hero. I think Fire Heroes might have been Way of the Hero for that strength. Never found Dids.
and of
I
course
got
well,
Dins.
Dins
I
was
found
on
Dins.
oh, where was
Valley
Dins?
Hammer. He just
Yeah,
Was
I
it
found that.
actually? Jack W.
Ryu did find Dins.
yeah.
Never mind. Nice then. Yeah.
That's why Fire Arrows could not be Way of the Hero, because I don't think that was locked, right?
Hammer Rocks isn't. No.
No. Then I
Yeah, so
guess
it
it has
has
to be
the
a
strength then.
strength.
Yeah. No, it's a strength. Yeah, which
Yeah,
isn't too
definitely.
surprising. Strength 3 is going to be Strength 2 locked somehow. Yeah, your Way of the Heroes. Nice well done Fortress Rue for you. Dude, he has a strength in Graveyard, Rudos in DC, that hookshot on chickens, right? And then magic and Kokiri, because double magic is probably in Foolish Fire Medallion Shadow as usual.
Yep, very nice race. Yeah, amazing. Thank you guys.
Yeah, it's a good one to watch. GG's.
Oh, thank you for the restream.
Yeah, GG's. I look forward to facing off against Cola.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Oh, that's gonna be a really tough matchup. Former multi-role teammates get to face off. It'll be fun.
It'll be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, good luck on that. Will we be seeing you around for Season 5 qualifiers, Ryu?
I will probably do that, yeah. I'm kind of tired of standard, but I think when S5 starts, I just go back to the grind.
Yeah.
Yeah, so good luck on those then. Hope to see you around then, Ryu. And GG's to you both.
GG's, guys.
Thanks for the restream.
Yeah, I
Thanks
think
again.
that will be about it for us. Shoutouts again to our two runners, RyuuKane and MrMario, to my co-com Lingerer, to our tracker, Mighty Mouse, and to our Francophone restream, Papi, and Gogeta there. I assume they're expecting Ryu as soon as we're done here. Merci beaucoup pour le restream française. I've also typed that over that ways. Coming up ahead on the SG schedule for today, this is our final restream. We have 3 non-restream matches this afternoon.
Stuff of it.
Sponge and Nexus is at 2 p.m. Eastern, Eagle and Lexus is at 4 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. French time. They might get a French restream if there's enough commentators for it. 4:30 p.m. Eastern, we've got Martin versus Riley, and then at 8 p.m. Eastern, What the Hells versus Worm will be recorded to be broadcast at a later time.
Cool.
And then that'll wrap up round 2 matches, and we can start looking at quarterfinal scheduling. So those will be fun.
Shout out for probably the best star seed I've ever seen.
Yeah, let's go.
This is one of the nicer ones, yeah. Yeah, that'll be it for us. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you next time.
See you.
Thanks, guys.